Oh, okay. Something wrong, man. There's something wrong with it.
Hello.
Check one, check two, check three. Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Trip all big splash, baby, you can see it. Yeah. Strong. I'm on the way. I'm a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. I ride away. I'm a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. Strong with pocket full on repeat. Gotta count up and up and down. Picture go about 100 miles. Gotta look, can't miss now. Standing tall, ready, always on go. Taking me to pin town. PO said slow down, so I come away and I skip town. 16 was on underage, that's 12 jurors in a mistrial. They seen I was underpaid, said 2 wide, no 10 tile. I need like a man, even if your eyes I'm there too. Touchdown like I had a 6 with a shimmy, nigga, that's a pump food. Don't be worried about what straw do. Do you and I'ma do I. Third boy got a paint job with a clip coat and some fall guy. Your girlfriend nigga took a beat, I was fresh meat, no pick five. Give me win and Beyonce, put a ring on it in the lunch line. Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee and I'm shooting three. Put sweat in it to the green. So my water, I can barely breathe. Kelly Slater with the ball flip. Push it up when the chords hit. Violins in a bell tip. Open up, let me splash it right away. I'm surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. Put pocket full on repeat. I ride it away. I'm surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. Put pocket full on repeat. Strike second round of the fight, something ain't right. I gotta do my work. Walking through the air, no naked flight. That was the people. Got one life to live, and I put 15 on. Hit the ground, running, rabbit, past the Usain Bolt. Don't like 2 finger signs so far, I can't be taught. 90 in it's crunch time, and I send it home like a walk off. AMG on steroid, with the flex muscle with a nightmare. Coming for us, no one, just no, don't fight fair. Took flight, no flight fair. Hot rounds out of hot barrel. Put the bike in the head, lock into them tap, there. Short CPR. What the hell are hitting me for? To go to the water, let him up. Time for you a lifeguard. I'm a whole damn lifeguard. Denzel's real Miss Shaw. Nice show me once hard. Get skatebooks and I count cards. Play my hand for the W. Time talk about who is who. They be on this, who is who. I'm on the surfboard. I'm a Stroud.
What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your boy, Mr. Know It All. I'm here on Hood Talk with the lovely Miss Bella, ready to get the show started and ready for her to tell us what we're talking about tonight on this good old Tuesday night.
Well, hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. Before we get started, one thing don't forget to subscribe to Marquis Honeysucker on YouTube and Mr. Know It All on Facebook. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. Just do that part. But also, too, before we get started with the subject tonight, there were several people that were inquiring about joining the StreamYard. And we have posted it in the chat, and you can click on that link, and you are welcome to join the show. So, it looks like it.
Yep, it's on them. You talking about my chewing?
No. Read your comments.
The what?
Read your comment.
You said what?
Read your comment. There is still a link that you can click on to join. You can't see it.
Oh, you're talking about it? It market? What? I don't understand.
Oh, you don't? Okay, you don't see it. Okay, okay.
What it say?
I'm about to let you know what it
I
says.
see it on here. What it saying on your side?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they messing with me this week. What's up, Nikki up in his house, up in this thing?
Hello. Hi, Nikki. Good evening.
What up, Rita up in his house, up in this thing?
Hello.
We ready to get the show started and all that good stuff. I just want to let everybody know that I can't comment on Facebook for the rest of this week. So, other than the live, I'm sorry. Facebook done did something too. They don't even know what they did.
Mhm.
I wish I could post it. Hopefully, I post it after they let me up off whatever they got me on. But let's get to the show, man. You know how I do.
Okay. Well, with all issues that's due, there's still a link. You can click on the YouTube link and it will share the same type of way. But let's get started on the subject tonight. Are you ready, Mr. Know-It-All?
Yes, I am.
Okay. We want to talk about, do people argue because they believe they're right or because they can't handle being wrong? So can you handle the truth?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining why I am right. If that didn't hit the nail on the head for you, sir.
I was on vacation and I heard about it. I was like, that's me right there. Okay.
Oh, wow.
What's up, Keisha up in his house?
Hello.
What's up, Kimberly Balaj up in this thing?
Good evening.
She got the t-shirt, polo shirts, pillowcases, and etc. Let me show you one of these good old pillowcases. I ain't showed off my little stuff in a while. Mr. Know-It-All, that good stuff. Yeah.
Gotta get your pillowcase updated.
Okay.
It's time to get your pillow updated.
Yeah, I need some
worms.
What they be talking about? Some colors.
Oh, you need some big worms.
You know what I need?
Now you got the big worms.
All right. Okay.
You through chewing and chomping and all of that. There's a support Miss Kimberly Belial with Voluptuosity t-shirts and apparel. So you can reach her through Facebook, and I'm sure she will include her number. If you would like to put in the order, I know St. Patty's weekend is something where a lot of people go and celebrate that holiday. And they want the green t-shirts, and I'm sure Kim got you. So look her up, Voluptuosity t-shirts and apparel.
Okay, it's time to start some mess. Let's argue then. Oh,
But don't do too much now. You already up shit creek.
it's all right. Somebody got to be the bad guy.
Hey, Mr. Bad Guy. So do people argue because they believe they're right or because they can't handle being wrong? So can you really handle the truth? People don't talk about truth anymore. It's so easy to tell a lie, isn't that right, Mr. Know-It-All?
You right. You tell that.
Right. It just flow off the tongue so naturally. Nobody give a second thought about it or anything. They just do it. It's part of you now.
Let's see. I think just getting my little thing out the way. I think reason I argue is because I got Google on my side.
Oh Lord, not the Lord, but Google.
What it is sometimes the people I argue with, if I tell them something, they'll tell me it's not right. And I say Google. They're like, and then get what they come back here. Google ain't always right. Google wasn't that. So I'm like, if we don't trust Google, we don't trust nothing. I mean, what you arguing with me for? There's no reason because we ain't got no outside. See, Google is that outside individual that you can say, okay, let's Google it or ask Alexa.
Now, why you didn't call her name loud?
Because she might say so. But you ask them and they'll tell you to the best of their knowledge, that they what's name, what the deal is. Black people don't even want to hear that. They don't want to hear it. Sometimes we know what we know, and we don't want to hear nothing different. And that's what it is. It's just like when people will read one book and believe in one book, and they would take that book over any other book. It don't matter if it's 3 other books that make some better sense or anything. You're going to have people like, hey, this is my book. No, you just can't. You can't override it. There's nothing better than this book. So I feel like when you see somebody and you see that shelf, like I got a shelf over here and I got a bunch of books on it. I used to read a lot back in the day when my eyes were good. But when you see somebody and you walk through their house and you don't see no books in their house, you know what I'm saying? You just really got to say, okay. Maybe they're a digital person or, whatever.
Well, that's what people are becoming, a digital person. They're relying on Gemini, ChatGPT, Google to give them the information that they need. But when you're a researchist, you look beyond any book you read and take your information from. You look into that book to define what you're really trying to find out. You don't just stick with one book. You don't put everything you got into one place. You got to read it from all avenues.
I remember when they used to tell me back then, it's just like getting your house evaluated. You always get 3 different places and get 3 different estimates and all that. Then make your decision. You don't just come with the first Tom, Dick, and Harry and then jump on. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I say to you about Google. Don't believe everything you get just from Google. No. So look beyond Google, and like you said, you have books.
But like I said, I got books, I got Google, I got Alexa, and I got Google.
Her and Google are friends, right? They're cousins or something, aren't they?
Everybody cousins. We look at it like that.
Brothers and sisters are cousins, like they got the same mom and daddy or something.
Yeah.
Him say, yeah, he's rocking locks now. She said she have to update it. She has to update your pillow. And she said, yeah, she's been posting designs on both of her pages. So Kimberly Kimberly or Voluptuosity. Find her some type of way. She's out there.
Yeah, my hang just right there on top of my head. It hanging down now. Hopefully it'll get a little longer by the time. Okay, it might get a little longer by the time. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
He said, no, now, Miss Bella, I've seen Mr. Know-It-All Proof. He won't even open the link and read it. I'm going to look it up before I even send it to him. And he'll say, I'm wrong. He's right. I give up.
Shit. Now, shit. So, okay, they'll do that. Sometimes the memes, them type, when somebody done typed it in thing. All I say is sometimes send me a video. That's what I be telling them. You know what I'm saying? When we be arguing, we be all back and forth talking about this stuff. I'm sending them a video where they can see the actual person saying it and saying what's going on. They sending me pictures and just type. Everybody can type and put some on a thing and put the president name and put a face.
Everybody can do videos.
No, no, I'm talking about I'm doing live press conferences. Pam Bondi.
You don't think CNN and those different type of television stations has possibly given misinformation before?
Yeah, CNN do. Donald Trump always fake news.
That's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm asking. Not just CNN, a lot of TV stations, not just them. A lot of television stations has given misinformation before. So you saying send you a video from the writing and a video, you still have to check your records on both any information that's given. Right. You just can't take information somebody provides to you and say, oh, this is really going on. You can't do that.
Yeah. So whenever I tell you how I do it, whenever CNN or anything, one of them I'm looking at it, I'll be like, ooh, okay. Then I got to see who on the air. Is Scott Jennings on there? You got some more truth tellers on there that'll tell the facts and they'll bust them out, be like, nah, you're lying. You know what I'm saying? You got to have them like. There's a couple of senators that I like that'll tell the truth, that ain't gonna sugarcoat it. And there's that one senator that's a Democrat that's straight down the middle. I can't think of his name, but he a very.
No, we don't do name calling, right?
No, I ain't naming his name, but he a good down the center man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like when people are too far left or too far right. I like it when they kind of straight down the middle and they kind of when I get somebody and they ain't got nothing good, I put it away. When you ain't got nothing good to say about the other side, you know what I'm saying? See, I can say good things about both sides. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, oh, yep, they're right. Oh, yep, they're right. But if you got a person and you be like, what have this person ever did right? And they be like, nothing. I can't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk to you because, like they say, even a clock that's broke is right twice a day. You know what I'm saying? So when a person don't see nothing right and nothing somebody do, any bad thing somebody do or somebody I talk to, I can find something right about it or good about it or something that I can benefit out for it. If I hang out with a person, I can find something in there that's good or okay or something. But if you can hang out with somebody all day and you can't find nothing good with them, you just got to stop talking to them or stop listening to them or whatever. How you still watching somebody that you sitting up here saying that ain't nothing they saying true, nothing they saying right? Why the fuck you even listening to them?
Because they want to make sure you don't decide to say something that they like.
Say that again.
They want to make sure you're not saying something that they feel is true. They're just watching. People do that all the time. They make sure
that's called hating. If you never can find something good and what somebody say in everything they say, you find the bad in it. You ain't never found the good in nothing somebody say. That's your bias. That's you one-sided. And some people can't even see they one side. They're tunnel vision. They can't even see they got tunnel vision. I just hate everything. Oh, motherfucker can't do nothing right. That's tunnel vision. I'm just saying. Come on.
I send you articles, and like Miss Bella just said, they make fake videos too. I've sent him information from a government site, and he still say it's wrong. I'm gonna just sit back and wait until it happens.
I'm gonna tell you just like this here. Sometimes you send me stuff, and I do research, and I find out it's right. I just don't tell you it's right. I be like, damn, it's right. I be there looked it up, and I be like, shit, I ain't gonna argue with you. I don't tell you it's wrong.
If he doesn't argue back, he just gonna say it ain't right. He just
right. I don't argue and tell you it's wrong. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell you it's wrong. It might be right. I just don't tell you. But see, I can ask people, hey, what? Just like my boy, I got a partner. We go back and forth. One thing I can't get with him, we can talk, and he'll say, "Yep, yeah, he did good. He did do good on the border. He did do good on this and that, or blah blah blah." But when you talk to somebody and you ask them what you think they did right, they be like, "Nothing. Ain't nothing he ever did right." And you be like, "Nothing? Not nothing. Yeah, not nothing." These people in the streets in Venezuela cheering and stuff. Not Cuba talking about they about to fall and happy. Iranians running down the street cheering, doing marches and things, doing the Trump dance and stuff. And nothing, you don't think nothing he did was right on nobody else because you're looking in a square circle and you ain't even thinking about the next person.
Okay, you need to watch your words tonight because you're already on a little rubber band sling.
What she said? What? That's some BS. I think she's talking about because I just reading it.
Because you said she probably was right and you would not agree that she was.
I didn't say she was wrong. Now, if somebody right, I'd be like, okay. But if somebody put something wrong, I'd be like, now you know, Bell. I think everybody do that though. I think a lot of people when listen, man. I think some people when people are wrong, say when people are right. Sometimes they go and they do their little research. Let me see. And they just be like, I ain't even gonna bring it up no more. Or they'll do this good one they do all the time. I don't even want to talk about it no more. Let's change the subject. See, somebody tell me just change the subject. I don't want to talk about it no more. They already lost the argument. They just don't even know they did. They know they lost the argument though, because they don't know what the hell they talking about really sometimes. Sometimes they don't know. I just said, now, Miss Bella, he ain't right. And I always tell you I'm not right. I've never got on here and started preaching how I'm so right and, I'm Mr. Do Right and all that. Me, living in this wicked world. Sometimes, see, I grew up. See, y'all, I don't know if y'all grew up with this same thing, and I think y'all did. When you seen the cartoons and they got the devil on one side of the shoulder and the angel on the other side of the shoulder. See, I grew up watching it, so it always been two sides of me. One that wanted to rumble, and then the good side would be like, nah, we're gonna let them make it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And now, as I'm getting older, the good side is starting to win a little bit. But the devil still be like back in the day saying, you know what? Back in the day, we would have did.
And you gonna stick with that. That's what you're gonna say.
I'm just saying. But you know, that's just how it is. Let's get into this subject before we mess around, like this here. Let's do it. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Let's get into this thing. You ready?
I'm here.
All right. Let's get into it. What the first thing looking? Bam! Come on with it.
But you said yes. I believe that I'm right a lot of times, not all. How
Now
about
that's,
one?
now
Probably
that's
one
how you
wrong
start a
out
show off. Now that's how you supposed to start a show off right there.
oh, crap.
I mean, it's like anything. Oh, okay. Just say it like that. Okay. All right, I'm back. I'm back on to something now. All right.
Okay.
All right. Little kid, my stuff and all that. Yeah. All right. Let's get into it. Yes, a lot of times, but the reason, see, this is the reason I believe I'm right, because when I'm saying something, see, and then if I don't believe, if I sit up there and I think I'm wrong, I do this. I say, "Hey Google," or I say, "Hey Alexa." I don't sit there and argue with nobody. I go grab my phone, and then look. Anybody can ask you. At the barbershop, they call me Google King because I'm the first person to grab Google. And I've been grabbing Google all these years. So when people be trying to come to me and I done already grabbed Google before on their question, I be like, nah, that ain't right. And they be swearing down, but then I tell them to grab Google, and then now they don't want to grab Google. And then that's why we have all this back and forth thing.
That's what make you feel like you're winning.
No, I know I won because I already Googled it. I already know he wrong, but he don't want to accept he wrong because he don't trust Google because Google is a part of the system. So, but the system is right there in front of you. Everything we do is a part of the system. So I don't understand what they mean, what they want, what the food they want from a nigga. Okay, my bad. Somebody let me know. Okay. All right, let's get to a real one though. Come on with it.
So it takes a strong man to admit when he is wrong, but a stronger man just to correct his mistakes and keep it moving. That's what you just did to Kim. When he was wrong, he just know he was wrong and he just kept it moving.
That was a good one, did it?
Yeah, you know you were wrong. You just kept it moving.
So you can't say I ain't writing down what I believe what I was saying. I'm wrong. I'm just not gonna argue back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying?
You just keep it
I'm just
moving.
gonna be
Yeah,
like,
they got me,
hey, brother,
but I'm not gonna
brother
let them
Ryan,
know they got me. I'm gone. I'm out of
I'm
here.
just gone. Yep. It's just like if you in the wrong place at the wrong time and three dudes cornering you up and they got ups on you. And then instead of you saying, "Oh, I'm gonna beat that," I'm looking for a way out. What? Papa, woo! Hey, yeah, come here. Hey, what y'all saying again? I'm looking for a way out. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the smart thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what Kim think I am. Like, am I gonna, battle her and I'm wrong? No, I don't go back and forth with her and telling her that, oh yeah, you right, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Kim, it's okay. I go through it all the time.
Because
When I'm right and I know I'm right, I let them know and I don't say nothing else about it. It is what it is. I keep it moving. You gotta learn to do the same thing because he's gonna do it.
I'm just saying you can't take stuff so personal. You know what I'm saying?
Now it's so personal. Now it's so personal.
You know what I'm saying? See, let me tell you something. If Kim right about something, she gonna send 30 messages. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna research all of, I'm gonna say, damn, she right on that. Then I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna send her a video and
Let's change the subject.
change the subject. Let's get on something else, man. Well,
I
you
know.
right about that. Ain't no reason to argue about something I know you right up on. I argue about, see, that's the problem with me. I argue about stuff I think I'm right on. I don't get into like if I'm talking about houses and I'm talking about other stuff, cutting grass, some I just know about, dirt or I mean a lot of little stuff I know about. So if I'm talking about that, boom, or we talking about animals, oh Lord, oh you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing about no animal. Well, we gonna go to the roots. I'm be talking about nope, he from the jungle. Nope, he from the desert. You know what I'm saying? Like if you try to argue me about something I know about, then I'm gonna be like, nah, we ain't going there. Nah, I know better. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. But see, guess what? I'm gonna tell you this. When we on the show and we talk about something about the Bible, I don't go back and forth with you on the Bible, do I?
Not too much.
Because I know what you right, and I'm just thinking I'm right. That's it. I'm just, I'm throwing some stuff, hoping it stick. I'll be like, didn't I hear this? Ha. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing something thinking it gonna stick.
And then you know what? Look, my minor was religion in college. That was my minor, other than mathematics,
Right.
So that was my minor religion because I grew up in a religious Christian family, very instilled Christian, right?
Right.
So my minor was to get an understanding of all those that have another belief than me, to get an understanding of people. Right. And it wasn't to investigate my religion from my culture with my family. Mm-hmm. It was just to get to know what other people do, so I can have an understanding about it. So these are avenues that you have to check within yourself. If there's something somebody bring to you, you have to know how to have a conversation regarding it, because you out here just picking up new things that's going on in the world. Like at one time in my life, I just shut off television. I wasn't looking at no news, nothing like that. So I was kind of behind. So then you brought some stuff to me. And I was like, okay, I played it off well, like, okay, like I'm receiving what you're saying, but I'm like, okay, I got to get back on my stuff, because you were ahead of me on something that was going on that I knew nothing about. So just being around you with your skills of research, and it helped me to stay on my game. So I can find out what's going on in the world too. So nothing you can say to me that if I don't know about it, I can go and find out for myself, because that's in anything. You have to take and learn it for yourself. The Bible even speaks to go and get your own understanding. That's in anything in life.
Yeah.
So you can't just go, if you tell me something going on, I have to go and look myself to see.
I'm gonna tell you how I got so deep into just reading on some other stuff. I remember one time I was I read up on I was like, I've been raised in the church and all that, but I got into the Bible because I was working at the strip club, right? And we used to have the Christian folk used to come up there and be on the outside of the strip club, like, trying to
protesting.
Yeah, like a little protest, little mini protest, right? So they not protesting, like passing out ballots, trying to change our lives and all this, trying to talk to us and all that stuff.
The strip club?
Yeah. So they do it at regular clubs too, but they really did it in strip club because they trying to save the women in there. So what happened is I started studying hard, but it was just to battle them outside the strip club. You know what I'm saying? It was just to try to find some wrong in what they was doing, and like,
Discord, what they were bringing.
Preacher, you don't even supposed to preach the Bible. I know in the section in the Bible,
but ladies doing it,
to get preached to. You supposed to get your own understanding. Okay, my bad.
Wait, time out. You saying there were ladies at the strip club passing out this information, trying to deter people from getting in there?
And men.
Okay.
It was
But I know when you said
it was
she
mostly men. It was a couple of ladies, with them. No matter of fact, they was from a money. I don't know exactly the religion, but they was from up like I don't know if they was from Montana or something. They was like how like they go around the world doing this.
Okay.
And they was in town for what I'm saying, like a couple weeks or something, and they was just out there every day. And I was like, golly, these folks like this here. So I went in and what's name, and boy, by the time man came back that weekend, boy, I was grilling. I was out there like, yeah, boom, 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 because I'm security too. So I was out there just asking them questions and this and that, and about the Bible, about Jesus, just all kind of questions. And I'm gonna tell you this: them people that, them people that kind of walk around and do that, they like the little ground troops. They ain't the people that's really like real secure in they beliefs. They like the ground troopers that come out there and it's like fighting a war. And like you got the generals and the what's name, then you got
the rookies on the front.
Yeah, they don't really know war, but they just know what Joker told them to go do. You know what I'm saying? So they come out there, trying to battle me, and you ask them a couple questions, like, dude, what do you know? You know what I'm saying? Like you start talking to them, they trying to just pass out the pamphlets and stuff like that and get gone. They trying to hurry up and leave. I'm like, no, stay. I want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to the point that when they came out there, that the actual club owner used to tell me, hey, they out there, and they just send me out there to go ahead and start my thing.
But you know what? That be the thing. When you get something new, you so happy. You want to show people, look at this new thing I got. Yeah. That's just like in the church or in a religion. A lot of people get it and they feel so excited and good about it. So they want to show. Yeah. They want to share with people, but you have to be secure in what you know to even share with people. And you get out there, you have people that's out there trying to sow discord, and these discords out here, they ready to battle what they think you may know. You one of them. You be out there doing that type of thing, which is not good. But
I can say because I got 3-4 Bibles right there. I mean, I used to go down and go because I had one Bible. I kind of made it a battle Bible. I used to go down there and highlight certain scriptures that'll challenge, what
their way of thinking or teaching was. Right. So, what was your purpose for doing that?
Just protecting my job. I mean, I was just. I'm telling you, it was like, I put it away. I think debating and just job. I think debating and just talking to other people was just fun to me. And then as you know more stuff and you able to talk about more, I guess that's why I watch the news and watch all kind of stuff all day, every day, because I want to be able to, I put it away. I want to be able to go in any party and be able to talk to anybody in the party about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to look at me and they see the dreads, they see the gold teeth and the gold and all that. No, I'm just saying. But they say, dang, he know a lot. He intelligent. You know what I'm saying? But then that help them look at everybody else different. You know what I'm saying? You can't just look at somebody and say, this is what I think. This is what I think he is. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're learning a whole lot of stuff. Once people know you learn and you know a lot of stuff, then people have to look at you different. It's not that they want to; they have to. Like I had, like plenty of white people and Chinese and whatever. When I met them, they might have came to me and thought one way, But as soon as I started talking to them and getting into what's name, like, whoa, okay. You know what I'm saying? And they start talking back and they realize you can hold a conversation with them and they are impressed that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
okay.
you know, those type of things, you have to be careful of what you're doing in those sense of even your conversation with people, because if you're being destructive intentionally, that's not a good thing for you as a person.
Well, I think that was me in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? I was a little young, and I ain't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm much better now. I had came back from the army. I was kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you this. I I read a lot of things in the book that challenged my thought process to, like, thou shalt not kill. And then I look around and I say, every animal that's put on the planet is made to kill. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kills to eat. So it kind of like, it kind of mess you up because you say everything is alive. So every time something else eats something else, he's killing something. You understand? Every food is alive. Everything we have is alive, is breathing. You know what I'm saying? Like trees, the grass, the ants. People will say, "Oh yeah, I don't kill nothing." And if you pour gas on an ant bed, you just killed 1,000 people. I'm just saying. No, I'm saying I started looking at things different because I started looking at what they talk about the monks. And they don't kill nothing. Like, they don't kill the rope. They don't kill nothing. You know what I'm saying? They let everything live, they just keep everything clean or whatever. But they don't kill nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when I thought about stuff like that, because I almost thought about going over there and practicing with the monks when I was in the karate and all that old type of stuff. But I mean, it just you got to feel deeper, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Do what you do.
What's up? Demetrius said, "What's up? What it do, kid? For what up, man? How you doing up in this thing?" He said, "Thank you for your service and appreciate it, man. It's no problem. It's no problem." He said, "Thou shalt not kill."
That's right. Don't even kill the mosquitoes that bite you. Do not kill them.
But
right?
I'm saying, when you think about all this, I mean, everybody is living a contradiction type world. You know what I'm saying? When you say, I'm looking at when they say the Christian voice, and then I thought about it. All these religions, that's what they lived off of killing back in the day. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's how they conquered other places and things. Under the religion, you don't think like me, I'm going to kill you off to what's name. To it's going on right now where, that I put it away. The biggest hypocrite of them all is religious people. Because I say it like this here, because Muslims, they religious. Christians, they religious. Why damn one of them would never go in each other's church? Why they don't, why maybe a Muslim might go to it? Well, I've seen Muslims that will step into a Christian church, but Christians won't dare step into a Muslim church because it goes on their religion when they think a certain way. There's no other way but this way to get to the road I'm trying to get to. There's no other way. That is the teachings in Christianity. So it's like if I'm trying to get to AutoZone and I say, I go this way. Then you're saying there's no other way to get there. So I can't take the road and go this way. I can't go straight this way. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's saying it's no other path but this way. So when you throw up teachings like this here, it leaves room for criticism. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you say it's only one way to do this, only one way, and if you don't do it like this, so that's radicalism. That means Christianity is radical. And then if somebody say the only way to what's name is through Allah, or they say another God, that's radicalism. They call that radical. But both of them is radical. It's just one is a little different than the other, but they still believe and they won't budge on their beliefs either way. One person believe this way, the other person believe this way. When they gonna get together and come in the same thing and have what they say when people gather together, what they call it?
2 or 3 on one accord. What?
Oh,
Fellowship.
Fellowship.
Congregation.
Why both of them can't fellowship together? You feel what I'm saying? So I think see, people can't play with me because I can go kind of like through it in a different manner, like pickpocketing it like this here, and you know it's like why ain't nobody looking at a different way to do this? You know what I'm saying? He said,
Gotcha.
He said, read that.
That's what the words say. No, everybody don't. 2 different faiths and doctrines.
Right.
He was trying to help you think of the word. He was saying commune, but
Yeah,
you were
that's
saying fellowship.
That's what I was trying to say. Commune and fellowship. Yeah. It's the same type of thing. But I'm like, if you really want to solve these problems, if I put it away, when Crips and Bloods was in arms in LA and all that stuff, the only way Jim Brown came and took them together, grabbed leader over here, leader over there, and they sat down and they came together and they talked and they shook hands and they changed stuff to calm stuff down. What is that going on in the Muslim and the Christian church? You know what I'm saying? When are they ever coming together? When they what they call it, revival? When are they gonna have a revival in a Muslim church, or a Muslim have a revival? You know, spend some days at this church here just to see different ways of thinking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So if ain't nobody, if you can't do that, that's why we got these Republicans and Democrats and everybody, they either this far here or far there. Now, we done got to the point that they vote straight down the line. Democrats vote no on something. All the Republicans say yes. It's never like, oh, it's split up like, oh, they trying to do it for the betterment of, I think now is not for the betterment of the community now. Now it's like this side hate this side. They gang banging. Like I said last week, it's gang banging politics, it's gang banging religion, it's all that. And that's what's happening in America right now. Now, Christianity is trying to come back up on the rise, and Muslims, they then came over here and they preaching, okay, we will try to turn everybody our way. So I mean, you know, when you have these 2 different doctrines and they battling and they not trying to come together for a mutual understanding, it's never gonna be peace. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's never gonna be peace. So when you got a so-called Christian nation, we used to pray and all this, Jesus, this and that. It was a Bible and everybody, school and every jail and the whole system was built on Christianity. And then you got the Muslim community coming over here, and they coming over here in droves, and they pushing their type of way of what's name. You got a whole thing going on. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. What's up, John? Up in his house.
Hey, John. He said, "Happy New Year, family."
Yeah, man. See you in Chicago, man. Yeah, we're gonna do the show up there and everything.
Okay, now.
What's up? He said so-called.
He said it's so-called.
Yeah. But I think that's a whole battle with the differences. You know what I'm saying? With the difference stuff. Like people don't even understand like differences, everything. You know, every day people wake up and they have differences. And I think the problem now is married people think you got to be on the same accord on everything. I think business partners think they got to be on the same accord with everything. It's like we can't think different and then work together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made America great. That we have people that can think different and do different and this and that, and it's a melting pot. You know what I'm saying? But when you got this person want to take over and this person want to take over, this is what you call war. This is what you call a battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you thinking about right now, and then you thinking about people, you know, because of stuff going on now. Now you got people up in arms talking about, you know, going to war against America, and then everybody talking about, oh, let all the immigrants, we should have open borders. Man, let me tell you something. People don't realize how a whole country can change overnight. Just think about something like Utah or Nebraska or something like that, right? And just imagine all them farmers out there, you know, most of them got 100 acres over here, 200 over here. Just imagine a whole bunch of people just come in and it wasn't and then split up their acres and just, you know what I'm saying, and just try to make them conform to all these people getting pushed up on it. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing. America is not built on too much of, you know how like they say too much of this, too much of that. America is built on a Chinatown, a Japanese town, a Japanese restaurant, a Japanese this, a Mexican restaurant, you know, different kind of things. But it ain't built on this whole Mexican town, restaurants and all that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't built on that. So when you think about that, you think about, I'm in Mexico. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you think about other stuff, like I'm in China. Because if you go to China and you look around China, it's nothing but Chinese. There's a couple of people sprinkled here and there. You know what I'm saying? If you go to Russia, there's a lot of Russians. You got a couple black people sprinkled here and there. A couple other people sprinkled here and there. You feel what I'm saying? You go to Italy, it's a bunch of Italians. You got a couple people sprinkled here. You go to Japan, there's a bunch of Japanese. You got a couple of people sprinkled here, there, but everybody Japanese. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
See, America was black, white, and Native American. And then it became, you know, Mexican. So we used to the Mexicans a little, and then we ain't used to the whole half a border. We used to Mexicans in Texas. You know, back in the day, we used to Mexicans being in Texas and Mexicans being in California. You know what I'm saying? In some place like that. But then we looked up and Mexican were taking over Chicago. Mexican were taking over Atlanta, and Mexican. They're like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And we don't understand when somebody take over. When, you know, people act like because they don't see the crime, they don't understand some of these people are some of the deadliest people in the world. They look at it and they say, oh, yeah, Mexico. This is Mexican, but they don't realize they chopping people's heads off over there in Mexico. They still hanging people up in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Put them on posters like they Jesus and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So people not understanding how dangerous, you know, like not knowing another person's culture and they overriding your culture and don't realize that they feel like they got to get rid of some of y'all to take over your land. See, some people think about it like that. To actually take somebody's stuff, you actually got to take over some of their stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you look at Jackson, Mississippi, and you say, okay, it's 95% black. But then you look around, and then all of a sudden you look around and you say, shoot, I think it's about 20, 30% Mexican now. You know what I'm saying? Because they stacking up in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the more you sit there and you become normalized certain things, you don't realize what's going on because, like I tell people, if you go to the jail or this and that, you don't realize that a lot of people are being deleted. Um, gang fights and this and that that's come from Mexicans becoming stronger in the jail formation, this and that. You know what I'm saying? So they strong in the jails and out. And they done came across here that used to be the white man and black man. The Mexicans used to come basically to the border. You know what I'm saying? And then the white and black man used to get the stuff, and then they used to come and spread it all over the United States. And now it's the Mexican come to the border, he give it to the other Mexican, and now the Mexicans spread it all the way around it. So now it's a one-sided deal. So where you used to get a little money in this, and you used to get a little money in here, all that's gone. And it's hurting the economy because hustlers back in the day, when they came up, when they had a little money, they used to pay the little old lady house bill up the street. They used to get people mow yards on their street, and they might have made money, but they was helping people out. And, and doing, when they look, people, if you watch a movie, when you think about the man in Harlem and all that, you remember they played what's the movie?
Harlem Nights.
What's his name? Well, Harlem Nights is one kind of thing you could do, but Denzel Washington played in that movie.
The Fences?
Or
when he was the police cop?
When he was a gangster.
The police cop? When he was with the
when he was a mobster gangster, he played the mobster from New York. I can't think of it on my tip of my tongue, but I know what's name gonna take it. He said too much division and
divisiveness. You better tell them. I've been to Mexico twice. They don't like Americans. They pretend to like black people, but they don't fool with us if they can help it. And that's so true. And I see it all the time, even those that come and do your work.
I'm taking that. Let me tell you something. You know why they fool with black folks? And what's his name? Yeah, when he played Frank Lucas in there. But Frank Lucas used to be the one
the Equalizer, not that.
No, like he's American Gangster, yeah. But you remember when, like, people like that, the black man and some of them gangsters, like the mob. Think about when the Italian mob used to come over, the people used to come to them and get money, get loans and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They used to protect businesses and all this type of stuff, and they used to get loans and all this old type of stuff. And what I'm trying to say is the money was around where it was spread out like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I tell people, just like he said, they don't fool with us like that. They fool with us business-wise for a little bit, and then after that, they back home with their family. They fuck with us 4 hours, 5 hours a day, 8 at the most, and then it's over with. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, they mess with the people that gonna help them make some money. If you can't help them make them, they don't have just black friends that come over to their house, chill with them or nothing like that. They don't want you around their women. You know what I'm saying? They families, they don't fool with us like that. You know what I'm saying? They cordial, and you got people that's cordial and they being nice because they want to stay over here, make a little money. But they really don't fool with us. Once they, like he said, once they get your money, they don't care. He said it wasn't in.
He wasn't in no resort.
Right. And see, that's what I'm saying. If you go to a resort or you go somewhere where they supposed to be nice to you, you would think that they nice because they cheesing and they smiling and they giving you a fake. It's the same thing when you at work. talking to your boss. You smiling and cheesing, yes, boss, this and that. And then as soon as he walk away or you go or you clock out and you get in your car, you be like, these motherfuckers here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how black folks don't realize. That's how Mexicans and that's how other people seeing you the same way. These motherfuckers here, after they get out your face, all they want is your money, and they'll tell you. They get on the other when they think they just talking to their Mexican friends on live and all that. Before you go and look at their, I done watch a lot of their lives, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, Mexico is the best country. Y'all on stolen land. They want this. They want it back. They want you out of here. And how the way to get you out of here? Take it. They coming through and they working hard on you. We ain't teaching our kids how to work hard no more, how to grind. We don't want nobody to have a hard job. Oh Lord, something that you gonna sweat doing? Oh my God, my child gonna have a job that he might get his knuckles hurt or his hands scratched. I mean, we all want them to have these good old jobs that don't learn them nothing. Yeah, most of our kids coming up now can't build a house, can't build a porch, can't change oil, nothing that it was built on learning from the get-go. None of them learning this. They learning how to play on their phone, play on the game. If I was all mamas and daddies right now, I just take the game straight up at the house. If it ain't making money, it don't make sense. And if you just got a game in there and all your kid doing there 13, 14 hours a day, play that game and don't go to work. If he ain't got no job, you need to unplug that game. If you got a child at your house and he ain't work, if the game keeping them from going to the club or something like that, cool. But if the game keeping him from working, you got a problem. You know what I'm saying? And half of them don't even want to learn then because all they want to do is sit in front of a game. It wasn't that. Tell you, get your money. I said, right. And that's what it's all about. We all think that it's some other than money that these Mexicans want. They want to live beside us, la, la, la. How many Mexicans that you go outside and you wave at them and they like fuck with you? They come over there and start talking to you. You know what I'm saying? This is few and far between. You know what I'm saying? You always got some that's probably Americanized and they believe in America and all that. And they say, okay, I'm American and I believe like this here. But you got a lot of people just don't want to fuck with us, period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They believe in stolen land. They want their land back and all that.
He said that's parenting.
Yeah, but right, and the parenting part to me is pulling that. He said parents scared of their children. Yep,
that's true. There's a lot of parents scared of their children.
Man, and I've been watching video with the children ready to fight their parents for turning off their game and telling them they can't play the game right now or taking a phone. You got children ready to fight their parents and all kind of stuff over these tablets, games, and all that. And guess who fault it is? The parent.
Parents.
Put it in their hand every day. If the child can't do a day without a phone in their hand or a tablet in their hand, you are creating a monster and you just don't even know. If that child got to have a tablet, what's name, and when you pull it away from him, he acting a fool. You doing something wrong. I'd take it for him the rest of the week. Nope, can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But then we get to the point, he learning on the tablet. He ain't trying to learn nothing. That joke watching videos and playing games on that thing. If he ain't using it for school, take it away. Take it away because I remember when Nintendo and all these games came out and everybody just wanted to play games all day. And Madden and all that. I mean, what has it gotten us? What have the games gotten us but a very violent world where we teach them on these gun games and all this how to reload their magazines, and they know how to pick up magazine, click, click, pop out, clack, clack. They know how to aim and what's name. They know how to snipe. They know how to hide behind doors and the right way to kill people down there. And then they go out here and they do something messed up. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to realize that this is very dangerous, you know, on the way we raising the kids and the way we ain't really locking them down and trying to tell them certain things. Come on with it.
So they know it is cute till the child embarrass their ass in public with that BS, or the child get physical, then it's a problem.
Right.
That part.
Then
I
you
say it all the
call
time.
the daddy. That's when you want to call the daddy. You want to call, and then it's too late then. Like once you try to call the daddy and your child and made it 13 and 14 and he ain't had no dad in life, it's over with. I mean, the daddy damn near got to choke him to death to get him to do right because he ain't been prepped. You got to ease a child. Some children know who they are by the age of 7. You got to get on. You remember when Marlon said you got to catch him out the womb. Hey, motherfucker, don't come out here starting no shit. And we don't do that no more. We let the child grow up, and then we try to change the child. Once the child, we saw the stuff going off the rails, and then we try to change the child once the child has grown up, and then the child just rebellious now. Ain't nothing you can do with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's true. Google can show them that, so it's not all on the games. Yep, they can find it on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, but it's all tied to the phone and the tablet. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say. Like when they get from school, if you bought them a phone to go to school and things, when they get from school now, these youngsters, we gotta start pulling some of this stuff and let them be a regular child. Play with some regular toys. You know what I'm saying? You know, do some regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you're not letting them be children no more. You know what I'm saying? And it might sound good, but I mean, you know, about being able to put a tablet and then be able to walk away and the child just and he's being quiet or he's being controlled. But I remember all us talking about how we didn't want our children to have that chip in their wrist. And all it is, that phone and that tablet is the chip. When you pick up your phone and you can't put that motherfucker down all day, you got a chip in your wrist. They tracking you on your phone. They tracking you on your tablet. Everywhere you go, it's a track on you. You carry that thing everywhere you go. You own it. You doing this. You might not understand what's going on, but it's going on without even you knowing. You got the tracker. It's right there in your hand. You can't even put it down. If you put it in another room, if you walk outside, you're going to walk back in there, grab your tracker, put it in your pocket, and you're going to walk down the street, and they're going to know exactly where you at. If they ever want to kill you, they can send a missile and straight to your phone, and you come. I'm just telling the truth.
Yep.
Come on
The
with it.
daddy got to choke the mama first before she let him do his job.
Well, it's a bad thing that say about it, but he's right.
That the tablet is the new babysitter.
Yep.
Hello.
Because don't nobody want to tend to listen. It's like this here. If you really ain't got time to babysit a child or got time to spend time with the child or whatever, letting that tablet and it's just like putting a child in front of TV and putting them in front of a rated R movie and letting him be influenced with everything going on at everything, all the crazy stuff that they say on that tablet and all that, everything because it gonna come up like some stuff that he don't supposed to be looking at, and he gonna get a little bit of it right there. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna change. He gonna start saying little stuff, and you gonna catch it. You gonna be like, hold on, man, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But then you're gonna realize that he's doing it much more this and that because he's seeking. Once you start seeking that information, you like me now. You want more and more information. That little stuff don't excite my mind no more. Now I got to look for more. I got to look something even more than this. You know what I'm saying? Once you get tipped to a certain kind of information, you need more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, let's see. You get it?
I'm taking that. It's something else. And I be trying to tell people it ain't all peaches and cream, but I mean, this is the world we live in. We just got to understand that's what it is. Go ahead with that.
It's like giving a monkey a machine gun.
Right. Eventually, he gonna figure out how to shoot, and he gonna eventually kill everybody. Just keeping it real on that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And hey, and that's what I be trying to say. You might not see it right now, but couple of months, you're gonna see the monster that keep being created because this person, the child getting too much influence through the internet or a tablet or all that. These children out here, they dancing, they doing all kind of stuff under the sun.
Yep, with no problem.
Yeah. And you like, how you learn that dance? You like, man, I looked that up a long time ago. That's old. They be telling you to dance old. That's old. They know that. And you thinking they just getting some stuff and they been on it. Come on with it. Did we do that? Most people don't know if they right or wrong. Did we do that? Most people don't know if they right or wrong. We did that.
No. Most people know if they are right or wrong. Yeah.
Oh. There it is. The world teaching them, not the parents. And that's what called programming. We always say we don't want our child program. We don't want our child, the system to control them. Guess what the system doing? System is basically controlling everybody. Because guess what? Anything, let me tell you something. The reason I'm so, and then I'm gonna tell you, the same people that thought they was anti-system is the system now. When everybody, think about it, when every news media and every outlet, every talk show, every late night talk show, every daytime talk show, The View, everything is going after one person because this person ain't a part of the system. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't a part of the system, you ain't the buddies of just the system, and you kind of do your own thing and how you want to do, the system wants you back in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say all the time, I'll be like, you know what? I might mess around and get a job. Then I say, no, don't want to be in the system. The system got everybody trained. They got everybody trained what time to wake up, what time to go to sleep, what day it is, when you sleeping, when you tired, when you got to get up, when your little free days, when they get the weekend so you can go crazy. Oh, I want to go to a party. I need a drink. I need this and that and that. The system got you trained every week. If you go and you watch what you do every week, you are trained to do the exact same thing every week. Boom, 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 boom. Over and over and over. And then you get mad if somebody ain't trained in the same thing you. If somebody's doing something out the box, if somebody spontaneous doing something different, it's like, oh, we got to plan. We got to do this. We got to do this. Sometimes stuff just, you can't plan everything. You plan certain things, but you just got to kind of move. Life is not a plan. You know what I'm saying? You'll learn that once you get in a bad car accident, when you get, hurt or whatever, or somebody die in your family or whatever, you will realize life is not a plan. You just got to live this life. You know what I'm saying? And we so busy trying to do the same thing, don't want nothing different. People will say they want something different, but they don't want to change. They won't change at all. People want to lose weight, but then you can't stop eating candy. You know what I'm saying? It's like sugar is bad for you. Got to die something. Be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, everybody gonna have a reason how they really want to still do whatever they comfortable with doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own little thing, how they want to do it. Come on with it.
Tell Live Vision, television, white folks sharp. They telling you what they doing and we fall for it.
Yep. I'm telling you. And they tell you, and I'm going to tell you when you program, because they tell you who to hate, who to like. They tell you all that on television. They tell you who you can like, who you can hate. Like I said, I fell out with television when 2003, 2004, when David Chappelle had left and went to Africa, and they said David Chappelle ran to Africa because he was on crack and all that. They was already trying to distract, because they know they got the power to try to change the narrative and try to bury any of our prior black brother. Think about it. Every black brother we done had, they done put him down. They done made him the villain. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They done put him all down. A negative black person, they'll keep them around. You doing our bidding. Go ahead, player. We'll keep you around a long time.
Television programming.
Yeah.
Trapped in the system.
Trap. What's up, Terrence? Up in his house, up in this thing, man.
What's up, my guy? He said that's called insanity.
Yep, to do the same thing and think of different.
Over.
And that's why I say just like this here. Yep. What did he say? He said, if you can't think for yourself, you are so right. I'm telling you, you got people that won't do their own research. They just hate what people tell you to hate. They vote for what people tell you to vote for. And we just kill like that. We don't have no, when somebody runs for office, we don't have no, 50 here, 50, like a majority, like thing. It's like people either gonna like you or hate you. It's not a middle ground like that. Only time you get a middle ground when people on the same side running. You know what I'm saying? Like you got two Democrats running, then you get a 49%. But then, soon as the other person wins, guess what the other 49% that didn't vote for him do? Oh man, y'all put the wrong motherfucker in there. That motherfucker ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna dirt that motherfucker name up the whole time he up in there. So is you really Democratic? Or you just on what side if it ain't the person that you wanted in there? Because see, once the person elected, that's why I say a lot of people are anti-American. We got our president. It don't matter what you think after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like him, when you root against us, when we going in the war, we going over here, this and that, we doing stuff. When you root against America, you rooting against America. When you rooting against a person, not to win for us, you rooting against America. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody, when the mayor became, like if it's two people running for mayor for Jackson, and one mayor win, we supposed to gather behind that mayor and help this mayor try to succeed in what's the name. But you know what we do? That the people that voted for him, they still with him. The people that didn't, they on the tear down thing, on the he ain't shit. He just hiring his kinfolk. He just man, dude, you gonna hire who come to you. People gonna come to you. People in your circle, they're gonna be the first person. Well, I know he's a good person. I know he's a good person. First thing you gonna hire is people. If you at a job, like I seen, this is gonna be crazy. I seen the Sam's and I hate to just throw stuff at them, but Sam's and Matt's. I remember going to Sam's and Matt's, and I remember this dude. He was kind of sweet, and I remember he became manager. Then next thing I know, I seen all the workers start being switching and being kind of sweet through the store, cause he hiring all his people that's around him. Everybody that want a job, they kind of mess with him. If you don't mess with him, how can he hire you? You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, we got to get at the point is when we get a leader, and our leader, we got to come together. We got to come together, try to support all this old trying to be anti this, anti that, and we ain't supporting our people. When you supporting the outside people, then you supporting your own people. When you are actually rooting against America to win, and you are rooting against people in other countries to come over here and take over America, that's anti-American. It don't matter how you know what makes it so bad. I remember that boy, they knew he was a gang banger and everything, and he got deported. The politicians went from America always. You can't get a politician to go down to the penitentiary to try to help one of our black brothers up out the jail cell, but they'll go all the way to a dude that ain't even American. They'll go all the way to another country trying to get him back here. Man, I lost respect. But when I seen all them Democrats going over there to go see a dude that ain't even American and supposed been deported 3 or 4 times, man, I said, this is crazy. He said, every one of them, Martin Luther King, Tupac, Medgar Evers, you name them. I mean, you just seen people just start missing. Anybody who wanted to help us. You know, Biggie, I mean, anybody who started talking about helping black people, it was off the chain. They got missed. He said they hate campaign. Yeah. He said, hey, what's up? And don't say her name.
Intuitive thought.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi there.
What's his name to say? No, I got to get out of that. Boom. Wow. He said, right. Anti-American. Yeah. He said, real talk though. He said, but they take us away from our families all the time. No one run and help us. No, I'm talking about, they ever talking about kidnapping. I'm saying, I've been kidnapped a couple times before. I ain't seen nobody come get me out of jail. I ain't seen no white person, no Mexican, no nothing show up in front of the jail and say, get him out. Get him out. Internet. Have you even seen that now? Have you seen them in front of any penitentiary trying to get one black brother out? Have you seen them try to get one black man out of jail? One. But we running around here and they got us fooled that we supposed to run around here. And that's how program we is, that we could love, and we will go out here and go in the middle of the streets, protest for people who ain't even Americans. And we won't even get our Americans out of jail. They got bullshit charges, child support. If people locked up because of child support, take it away from their family. Got 4, 5, 6, 7 kids out here and they locked up. They ain't running to get them out of there. They been kidnapped, thrown in jail, hidden from their family. They ain't going to get them out. I'm sick of these folks. I promise I'm sick of them. That's that bullshit selective outrage. She said, hey,
hello, lady.
And he said, Iranians, yeah, Iranians, Israelis. I mean, all these folks in our country. And a lot of these folks illegal. Haiti. I mean, a lot of folks in this. Listen, people that's legal, I get it. You went through the process. You became American and all that. You probably learned the language and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But all these people over here with just Google phones and everything, and they ain't even trying to learn the language. They just, hey, talking to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it done got that bad. You know what I'm saying? It done got that bad. Look, I ain't seen
just one.
Not one. The same was name. I ain't seen one. I ain't even seen them get an African or a Haiti man out of jail.
Wow.
That's illegal. I ain't seen one of them. Only thing I seen them fight for was a Mexican, Latino, or something like that, because they basing it off their vote. They want that vote. They want the Mexican, the what's name vote. They want that vote. Wherever it and wherever plenty of them at, they gonna relax. That's why in Minnesota you don't have people talking back to them because they getting smart. They go into one town, one state, and they taking over this place state by state. They bunching up and state by state saying, let's get in these states, let's turn the election, and let's start being political and start run. Then we can change the laws in each state. And they strategically is doing a number on us, and we don't see it. And I see it because I'm a thinker, and half these people ain't a thinker. They can't even see that far and to see what's really going on around here and to see what's going on around you because you minimizing it. It's just like when you see your child playing with a knife. If you minimize it, next week he gonna be done stab somebody and be in jail. If your son running around with his cap gun, tap, all around the house, shooting everybody, you minimize it. Next thing you know, he's going to be getting 30 years because he done shot 2-3 people down the street. You know what I'm saying? For real. And then people don't understand. They minimize it when they see their child first walk in their house with an AK or a flip-out gun and all this old type of stuff. But you don't even think about what you letting breed in your house. You don't even realize what's breeding in your house. If you let your child start carrying around guns around you, in the car, jumping in the car with you a gangster too. Because guess what? He gonna go out here and do some gangster stuff, and get what? He gonna bring it straight to his house.
Mm-hmm.
And when somebody get hurt in the house, don't do it.
And want to have the nerve to go against our own people for the name of Democrat or Republican.
Right. I'm telling you. In the name of just trying to make it, because see, I'm like this here. Why you hating on the army and the war, the war people and that? They attacking every branch. They're attacking the head of our army division. They're attacking ICE. They're supposed to deport people. They're attacking people. Don't even understand what's going on. They're attacking everything because they say if we keep these people in here, we can keep them vote. They talking about, we don't need ID to vote. They trying to do all this. Because they coming in here. They show where these people got Medicaid cards, get free Medicaid. They show them where these people can go to the hospital. And as long as you go in the emergency room, they get free health care right there. They can't turn down nobody in the emergency room. You know what I'm saying? They can get free healthcare right then, so they still tearing a hole in our pockets. Don't matter what city they in. See, they don't even understand how this is affecting everything around us and making everything go up because we got so many people up in there. And they taking your jobs. We mad because we ain't making no money. They taking all the job. They coming in. Now you sit up there, oh, we just want them to pick the card and this and that. Man, these folks out here drilling and laying your lines down for your electrical and your cable and all kind of stuff. They working on construction crews and all kind of stuff all around here, taking jobs that would have been for your sons and your daughters and all that. They taking jobs from your family and you don't even see it. Because you too busy worried about their rights. They ain't over there in their country doing that.
Yep.
They ain't telling y'all, they ain't telling black people, come on over here to our country. Because you wouldn't last. See, you'll last around, like my boy said, you'll last around the what they do to Cancun, where they do the resorts and all that. You'll last right around there. Go in their real city. Go in the real city down there and see what's going on. See how long you last. Try to move down there. Go over there and spend a week. And don't not at a regular visit. Go down there and try to rent an apartment for a month. Since you think it's so gravy down there. Go down there and they think you ain't no tourist. You trying to stay around here. They women. Just man, you gonna be dead boy. They both on some bullshit. Yeah, all of it on some BS. I mean, you got to be able to look down the middle and see what's going on both sides. You know what I'm saying? See, back in the day, they used to high five. Yeah, we destructive, and then they used to always, oh yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna debate. If we pass this, you'll let us pass this bullshit. If we let you do this. You let us pass this. That's how that used to work back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And what's wrong now is it ain't no compromise like that. It's like Joker just trying to do the best for what America, just America. Just trying to do the best just for Americans, not no illegal aliens, not this. And you notice that's what they fighting for. That's what all that. They trying to shut down Homeland Security. They trying to shut down TSA. They trying to shut down ICE. They trying to shut down, the stuff that why did this bother them so bad? Getting people that ain't Americans out of the country. Why do that bother other Americans? Then you don't even know who terrorists and who like you and who don't like you. These folks coming out of other countries just walking across your border and you don't know why they coming over here for. You ain't gonna know until they mess around and do something dangerous. Then you're gonna be like, oh Lord, what happened? What happened with this? No.
Oh, woe is me.
They risk their lives to get to the land of the free. Yeah. They risk their lives to get here. But all I can say is, you know how you got some that were born in 20 years, 30 years here. I got sympathy to them type. But these people that 20 million came over here in 4 years and stuff, no. Got to send them back. Got to send them back. We had an overload. Shoot, the whole South Jackson is Mexican now. They got chickens and farms and all kind of stuff over there now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, they intruders. I mean, they're just, we can't do this. No other country lets you do this. And then they trying to say America supposed to do this. No. If you think your country better than us, our country, and you weren't waving your flags in our country, we couldn't do that in Mexico. You ever seen somebody in Mexico waving an American flag?
I have not.
You ever thought somebody in Iran or something like that waving an American flag? Could you imagine it? Could you imagine a person in another country just up and waving the American flag, 5, 6 of them, yeah. They would come up missing. We would not hear about them no more. That'll be their last day. They'll be like, well, what happened to I can see the next morning, be like, what happened to the dudes that had the American flag yesterday? We don't know. We think they went back to their country. That they miss. You know what I'm saying? And that's how people come up missing, going to other countries thinking they can do stuff that they can't do. There they are.
Like gang banging. They on your block, on our block, and we don't know them.
Right. Don't know them. You don't know them at all. And that's the problem. We don't know these people, and we playing like they're so sweet. Because you met a Mexican that's sweet. Now you done gave all of them sweet. Like you don't know that they over there shooting people in the head and assassinating people, and you got people with goddamn skull with the Mexican with tattoos all over their face and eyes and necks and all that. What we call them over here, we call them gangsters over here. You don't want to call them gangsters? I mean, shoot, that hard. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I've seen them rioting in Cali, waving their Mexican flags though.
Right, rioting, tearing up stuff. They tore up. Let me tell you something. In California, I seen what the remote control, not the remote control, the electric cars that drive by themselves. Like they drive by themselves, like taxis. See, they got taxis already out there that take you places.
Like the Tesla type stuff.
Yeah, and take stuff. They was tearing up them cars in California. Tearing up them cars, setting them on fire and all that before they sent the National Guard down there. I'm telling you, man. Come on there with it.
So remember, most of them lawmakers are lawyers. Empty promises. That's right. You can't go to no other country and stay there undocumented. It's illegal there too. But in America, the left just changed in the definition of words. Boy equal girl now.
Right.
Yeah, you can't go to another country without a passport. So how can they come to the United States?
Yeah. And they mad because it's just two genders now. Because you're only a man or a woman. It's people mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to be so different in America. I mean, that it's getting ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just got to be a real person. Why do people disagree in the first place? I mean, I think
everybody's entitled to their opinions.
Yeah, and I think people disagree because they're not really looking for the truth. You know, some people are not looking for the truth; they're just looking to be right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, if you looking for the truth, you will hear another person out. When you try to talk to somebody and they like when I see people they lie, they don't want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the same kids way back in the day that stuck their finger in their ear and started hollering and all that because they don't want to hear nothing you got to say. They got their own thought about how they feel about it and all that. They don't want to hear nothing different. Come on with
it. So truth can expose flaws, mistakes, or hypocrisy. 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 So instead of taking accountability, they fight against it. Hypocrisy. Yeah, that's it. when people, like you were stating earlier, like if you know you're wrong, you're like, I'm moving on, like people know that they have flaws, they have mistakes. I got it wrong,
Yeah.
being hypocritical, and they know they got it wrong. And instead of taking accountability of it, they just fight against it, try to keep the argument away from what the real question is.
Right.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why do
well,
we
we laws then.
Yeah. Well, we don't need laws because what they're doing, they fighting against the laws. Like I was listening, and it's crazy because I was arguing with somebody in my inbox one time. They were like, "Why is he still messing with the illegal Mustang?" He said that he was just gonna to take away the violent people first and all that. And I thought about it, and I said, you know what? That is anti-American right there. When you sit up there and somebody ain't from your country, and these folks coming in and they be like, oh, they ain't doing that. Okay, what you think illegals coming over here? You think they coming over here and they staying with another illegal? No, they coming over here staying with somebody illegal that they know, and they it's 5, 6 of them at their house. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody coming over here illegal and then going to stay with illegal people. They coming over here hiding with the legal people, and the legal people trying to get paid. They working their ass and getting some extra money from them and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Come on with it.
So arguments can be a way to control the conversation or dominate the situation. When a person isn't for sure about what is being presented on the discussion, they start to try and dominate the situation to try to deflect from what is really need to be talked about.
Yeah.
They create an argument. Sometimes you get a little conflict with that.
Yeah. Come on with it.
Same thing. Some argue to avoid the real issue. So they turn it into a situation, get loud and all that, but you're still not listening to what's being told, if it's true or not.
Right. It's like
you a lot.
It's like you want to hear something, and you don't want to hear nothing different. That's what it is. Once it's just like if you argue with somebody. I ain't gonna even say argue. If you debate somebody about religion, politics, anything like that, everybody got their opinion. But what's happening now is people can't have their own opinion without hating the next person for having a different opinion. And I feel like that's when you go too far, when you feel like you got to hate somebody else because they don't think like you. And I think that's the society that we are getting into, that we got to get out of. You know what I'm saying? In order to bring America together, America got to get back together. We can't have a two-sided America. So like I was like, even when I was thinking about how they did the Super Bowl, you speak no English in an English nation, no English at the Super Bowl through the whole Super Bowl halftime. You just do whatever, and then you just throw something. And then I heard that he was doing kind of vagrant stuff, talking about all kind of stuff. And I'm sitting up here saying, it's like, I'm going to tell you, and this go for men and women. I remember back in the day when women used to listen to very vulgar music. And they be dancing, they be doing that, they be like, fuck you, bitch, bitch ain't nothing but a hoe and this and that. And women used to dance to all these vulgar music that's talking down on them. And then they blame it on, it was a good beat though. And that's how the halftime show was. They didn't understand shit about it. Didn't know half of the stuff that nobody said through the whole show. But then after, you just don't know culture. The beat was good. And you don't know nothing he said. He could have said, fuck America, fuck America.
I'm telling you, I have listened to songs and I didn't know what the words were. The beat dropped real hard, you know. So, and then when you go back and read the words, you're like, oh my God, I was this to this dude calling me the B word.
Read that.
Mankind has caused havoc on the planet. Every other species is operating as nature intended it.
Right. Come on with it.
They have itching ears for bull crap.
You can't make this stuff up. Because I said that when you sit up there and you start believing in this crazy sex changes for inmates. Men can be in women's bathroom. I mean, when you just get to the point that you start supporting anti stuff, you know, like this is anti really American, anti-Christian. I mean, it's anti a lot of stuff in certain things that political will make you talk totally different. That's when I knew when the church started being more political, and they don't even talk about the word no more because they too worried about what this person doing, what this person doing. When they start being political and they not talking about the word, when ain't nothing to sin no more. When the last time the preacher talked about stop sinning or stop eating bad food that's bad for you? When the preacher told you to stop eating candy, stop eating cake, exercise, eat healthy. When you went after the pastor preach and this and that, and they ain't had nothing but good food, nothing but healthy food at the offering after that. When they didn't have macaroni and cheese and all this soul food that's killing us, that's giving us diabetes and everything. When have you seen this after church? You know what I'm saying? Come on with it.
Music is incantation and spell work. Oh, yes. Music has a lot to do with how people work. Yeah. I'm telling you, I know I read something, I was reading something in like a Washington, Washington Post ad. And this young man was like, when he hear certain music, it make him drive fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand that music has a thing of putting bad things into your head by the way the words in it or the beat to it. It makes you move different.
Let me tell you something. I remember when I was out there in the streets, I remember what mood I in or what mood I was trying to get myself in, what to put on, what kind of music that I wanted to hear, what I was finna go do or what I was thinking about doing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just when I was going to my club to open up my club, I had a certain music that I wanted to listen to every time. And then I get it when football players, sometimes when they be going to play, they put a certain kind of music on and put on their headphones, get ready to what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like anything, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to. What's mine? Okay.
Say yes. So when someone feel unsure, they argue to try and gain power to feel intelligent. Straight to the point.
You said say it again.
When someone feels unsure, they argue to try and gain power to feel intelligent.
Right. Even if they're wrong.
Even if they're wrong.
Even if they ain't got a leg to stand on. That's why I say you can tell them, hey, the Google say this. I'm gonna do something simple. You can say church start at 7. And you done looked at the program and everything, but you just ain't got the program with you. And you can get somebody to say, I heard the program start at 6. And you be like, no, it started at 7. I got the program. Go get it in. Go get it in. That's just how when people don't want to hear nothing, that when they mind get trained and they want to hear certain things, that tell you how some people will act just because they don't want to do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's crazy to think about it like that.
Yeah.
People are very, like that. Go ahead.
Some pride won't let them handle being wrong. That's when people get angry. They be mad.
Be ready to fight. I mean, let me tell you something. I tell people just like this here, and this is just the honest God. If you let what's going on with people you ain't never met, never seen, if things that Trump and other people bothering you that much where you just so mad and you mad at everybody that even got the same color on or bumper sticker, and I mean you just mad at people just because they think different than you. And you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying with two people running for what's name. If a person put a bumper sticker on and they supporting this person and you got a bumper sticker, but ain't nothing wrong with healthy competition. But when you mad at this person because he won or whatever, you got to understand this is the democratic nation, and votes and all this get you wins and losses. And that's just simple how it go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't like that. He said they don't want to go ahead. They don't want to be told about anything, even the simplest thing. Show right, I'm telling you, like it can be the simplest thing, and what look, they can know they wrong, and they be like, oh man, just like I was saying about you having a program, they be like, oh man, they had to change that thing because I'm telling you what it said. You know what they told me, man. They had to change that thing at the last minute. They just ain't gonna accept that they were just wrong about it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I was thinking about, going to one of my partner's funeral, right? And then somebody told me, oh, it's gonna be next week, blah, blah, blah. But they had the funeral quick. Boom. Within 5 days, they were burning. And I found out like, whoa, that was quick. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It might have went quick to the family that wanted, that everybody, gathered up or everybody around that wanted to, go on, get it over with or whatever. But you just got to understand, some things take 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Some things take a week, 5 days, 3 days. You know what I'm saying? It's according on what's going on. Because I done seen some people that they knew a family member was sick for a long time. So soon as the family member died, they wanted to go on get it over with the same week or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I know my auntie was just telling me today, she had a cousin, he was a truck driver, and said that they did his funeral quick because he was deceased for a couple of days, and that like he was in a truck, like a 18-wheeler or something, like driving, and said that the body had started to decompose, so they did the funeral fast.
Right.
She was just telling me that today, so. Okay. So that's why that can be a case. Some people do things fast too. So you never know the situation. Dang, red versus blue, Republican versus Democratic is wild.
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing where people are actually talking about not marrying people, not being boyfriend and girlfriend with people. All this because believing different. Like men and women, they used to say men are for Mars and women are for Venus or something. We all
Mars
know,
and from Venus,
we've
meaning that we're all different.
right. We've been different. So why? Because a person think a little different about this, that you feel it makes for a good conversation when you think about it. But guess what? They can look at a person that's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and a Cowboy fan. They can get married and they love that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you said a Steelers and a Cowboy fan
Yeah.
can get married. Okay.
It's probably hard, but I'm sure
I
it's.
mean, I'm sure plenty of homes
I
have
done
split
seen it.
division.
Yeah.
I've seen, just like with sororities, you have Qs that marry AKAs or deltas or
Right.
kappas, you know, so it can be a divided home, but you have to come together.
But I think now I see why back in the day that people didn't argue. I mean, didn't talk about politics and didn't talk about religion, because a lot of stuff like that, they just never get along. It's never, you never gonna see the eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna be what's name. That's why I think we might have to get back to that, where you just don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell them, I put it out there so much, I'm gonna make you either laugh about it or stop talking about it like this so bad.
One or the other.
Yeah, because there's no reason that people should fall out. Not like, look, I put it out there because if somebody feel like they need to delete me or don't be my friend no more, because goddamn it, I root for America and not the illegals or whatever, man, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go ahead kick rocks, because I mean, I fought for this country. And I ain't fight for this country just cause to just say, just let it go to hell. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you didn't want that chick? I'm just kidding.
I do. Yeah.
She said Dallas Cowgirl for life. I mean Cowboys for life.
Oh, that what that mean? Oh, okay, my bad. No,
Dallas Cow.
I ain't even think about that. Oh, okay.
Right. Folks didn't discuss those two subjects much. Laugh aloud.
Right.
Yep.
They didn't do it at all. He said, yep. He said
Politics and religion.
She just a
Personal.
Just
like my blood type.
That's a good
blood. So people need to give blood. You know, they need to give blood because there have been so many people with tainted blood till there is a blood shortage. They can't use the salty blood. So if you got some good blood, give some away. Donate.
Not gonna do it because they got bad needles. I done seen people get, but I ain't gonna chill like that. But
just be positive. You don't know if you or your family member.
You know, it's different now. Because guess what? They had so many bad needles that they just about got to change needles every time they do stuff now.
They supposed to.
Oh, back in the day.
They started that long time ago. They had to dispose of each needle after each use.
I understand, but they used to, like they open it in front of you now. Back then, they just come and say, shh.
I'm so glad that changed.
They just turn something on there. You see a meter this long. They be like, yeah, let me get my long one for you. Be like, hold on, let me get you. You know, you that before. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You have to think about what they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Now, just like pipes for homes, most of them are going to the plexi pipe, from the iron. And that's what they're doing with needles. They're doing like plastic needles now.
Yeah. They getting them in and out, boy. They
disposable.
Yep.
Say, I'm an American, was born in America. That part.
Yeah, boy.
Intuitive.
I love it. Go ahead, you got it.
Is it okay to disagree, but to keep the tone cool, to not bring conflict? That's what we should do anyway. As people of our culture, they always label us as loud and being a big conflict, but we can have discussion just like on this platform. We can have discussion without getting loud and uproar. We can always have a conflict, which we do sometimes. I let you say your part, I say my part, and I roll my neck, but I didn't get loud. So
Right.
yes.
And then I guess I like showing this side that, women and men can talk without getting rowdy, without getting
Yeah.
all like that. I mean, a lot of people don't even understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like people can do stuff without
Bringing a little tension to it. Just like if somebody texts you in all capital letters, would you feel some type of way?
no, I wouldn't care.
Listen,
Because
I
guess what?
wouldn't either, but
Guess
so
what?
many people tell me
Guess
that
what?
they're screaming at them.
Hold on.
I'm like,
Guess what?
how when it's letters?
Guess what? Because I'm old and I need them big letters so I can see it better
You can
anyway.
see.
So I ain't even studying.
Somebody told me that I was screaming at them. I'm like, screaming at you? How? You didn't even hear my voice.
Right.
You changed your tone, so you were screaming at yourself. I wasn't screaming at you.
Because you know what they did? They took their ideology and threw it on you.
And threw it on me. No, that was you screaming at yourself. I wasn't
Right.
screaming at you.
Yeah, you were reading it. Like, they were like, what's wrong with you? Read
They
that.
just said that's how the powers that be, keep us infighting and divided. Divide and conquer, order out of chaos. Yes.
So while we doing all this fighting and all this chaos, they constantly behind our back planning some more stuff, and then they won't let us live or let us do something different.
Thanks.
Yeah. And she said, yes. He said,
Saying it loud and rolling your neck don't make it right. I know, but
right.
it feels right. I didn't change my tone. I didn't say it loud. I just rolled my neck and kept calm while I was rolling my neck. That makes you get words out good on the woman's side. That's
They call it a slow roll.
slow rolling.
All right, come on.
Walking with emotion. Sometimes the argument isn't about the subject, it's about what they have been holding on to or dealing with personally. You made these feelings come
Okay, they
up.
just an angry person. They gonna
I'm
argue.
salty, and it has nothing to do with you, but I'm about to
They
give it
gonna
to you. You're
argue
about
over.
to have it.
They gonna argue over potato chip. It was 5 chips in that bag.
But no, it wasn't. I bought a bag and it was 10. No, it was 5. I know it was 5.
I'll tell you that.
But I bought them. You didn't. Oh, okay.
That part.
Let me just say, I like the capital letters too. I'm getting old, Mark. I know, right?
I'll tell you that. I guess
It's
look.
easier. I mean, it was on caption, like capital letters. So I just didn't take the moment to just switch it back. I just started typing. And it was like, what's wrong with you? Why are you screaming at me? I'm like, screaming at you? What?
I mean, and then one thing good about, being on the computer, you can just lock the caps and you can just type all caps and, just, talking in your phone. I wish I could say, hey, send this all caps.
You can.
You can?
Yeah.
Because half of my partners can't see. All of them wear glasses. So I know everybody went, everybody looking at this thing just like this here.
Look. They better get them some of these.
Let me grab that piece of paper. All of them like this.
They need to get some of these. These are called readers. They work.
Oh, a couple of my partners.
From the dollar store.
Got readers. Shouts out, Peter Man and your readers.
They work. They help you see. So whatever.
Them niggas be buying readers at the dollar store. I mean, no,
Dollar
what's that?
Tree,
Dollar Tree.
yeah, $1.25. That's
Oh, they're $1.25 in the dollar
this
store.
came from $1.25, and they help.
Oh.
They work. Yes, they
Okay.
work.
Yeah, and when that sun goes to shine and you burn some,
You don't take them in the sun now. Don't do that. You may start a fire.
what's up, Tasha? Up in the his hells.
She said, you can. I tell my phone to call people on speakerphone. It would do whatever you tell it to do. Yeah, you got an iPhone, you can tell it all caps. I have an Android and I can tell it all caps. In all caps, type.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Not sure we'll be doing it because some
you like to tell the Alexa what to do.
Them dudes sure be telling me, man, I can't see it. Yeah, can you screenshot it, make it bigger, all kind of stuff.
Tour said we have a right to our own person and property constitutionally. Yet they control what consume and what you pay rent, aka taxes on property you have paid for in full, and tell you what you can do on your property. We say that we are grown, but how? When we are constantly being told what to do, aka law, statutes, and limitations.
What's that said? Team Droid.
Team Droid. Okay. I'm Droid too. I ain't switching.
Well, I'm Team iPhone. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you got a government phone. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Some don't argue because they are right. They argue because the truth slapped their ego.
That boy. All right. That's last but not least. Can you read that one more time? Because I didn't get that one.
So, some don't argue because they are right. They argue because the truth slapped their ego.
Yep.
Their self-esteem has been crushed because you were right. Isn't that because they're right?
Shots out to my partner Joe. He always wrong. And he swear down he be trying to be right.
Oh my God.
See, I can say these people's name because there's a bunch of Joes. I know a bunch of Joes, but if that Joe
sausage head,
he know. Yeah, he know who I'm talking about. Oh, all of them enjoy it. Well,
that's the way to go these days.
Look, I got Apple and I keep up with everything. So I'm sorry.
Well, if that's what keep your doctor away, keep your Apple.
I don't lose nothing no more. And then my Apple phone is, when I got in a car accident, my Apple Watch, the one called everybody and all that. So I'm all right.
Okay, well, that's what's up. He said this man done crashed his car.
And Apple called folks like, hey, yay, this man been in a car accident.
Oh,
I let him. And I got so many phone calls, like, hold on, boy.
He was like, how they find out that fast, huh? They just said they can't tell you what to do on your property. Your property is actually sovereign until you call the police. Then you give them jurisdiction. But you know, this is the thing. I think, you know, like there are a lot of homes that are built into these neighborhood communities. And when you purchase these homes in these communities, you have to be a part of whatever their homestead association affiliates for the area that you purchase. Even if you pay your own taxes, you sign up for this.
Yeah.
So that's different. That's how they
get to your home. Ain't your home.
And you can't barbecue in your front yard. You can't be having all this traffic on the street in front of your address.
Right.
That's what's coming now. That's what they doing. You don't know what you signed up for. You looking at the home,
Oh, they
all
know
in love
this.
with that.
I know.
You don't know what comes with the circumstances of purchasing
Just
this
like them,
home in this community.
just like them 15-year houses, that was a scam. Black folk know they can't stay nowhere 15 years before they pay their first note. They want you to stay in places 10 and 15 years before you pay one note on the actual house.
Yep. And when you do, you're going to be paying quadruple for the next 15 years. So they will get their money, and then you'll be paying the interest for the 15 that you didn't pay.
I'm telling you, game recognized game.
That
And a lot of
part,
people,
$500,000 houses you paying $1.5 million for in the end. Do you really want this?
and I look at people and I can tell a lot of people don't want to see it. I mean, they got so much hate in their heart that they don't want to see the game. You know, they don't want to see the game that the person playing on them. Because you get so in your mind that you're supposed to hate somebody because everybody telling you to hate them. You got talk shows, you got all this kind of stuff. The View, all these people spewing out stuff. Hate this person, hate this person, hate this person. So next thing you know, it's just like I seen black people turn on Nicki Minaj. I was like, oh my God. Nicki Minaj.
They turn on her?
Yeah. Like actually, like, oh, they talked about her at the awards. At the award show. They call themselves roasting her at the award show.
Okay. So, I don't want to know why.
Oh no, I ain't gonna get into all that. But it is something else. He said, damn it, boy. Yeah, but I mean, it's so much stuff going on, you know. But I know one thing going on. It's time for bedtime, baby. Oh, okay, my bad. So,
well, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But we will see you guys on next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We thank you for joining us tonight. And we'll see you guys on next week. Take it out, Mr. Know-It-All.
I bet you heard up and read that one. You did want to ready to go to the bed to go to sleep. Hey, we'll see y'all next week, man. Hopefully I can promote more and all that old type of stuff next week because they is on my booty this time. He said, had fun, y'all. And I did too.
Yeah.
And one thing I can say about everybody on here, what you like in life, y'all still gonna be cool with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like everybody can have different opinions and still be friends. And I think we're gonna have to get back to that. So that's my
night.
I'm gonna do my Rodney King impersonation. Can we all just get along? And I'm about here.
Fight the power.
Yeah. Trip all big splash, baby, you can see it. Yeah. Strong. I ride the way. On a surfboard emergency. Ain't word, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. Full on repeat. I ride away. Kind of surfboard emergency. Ain't word, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. Pocket full on repeat. Strong, pocket full on repeat. Gotta count up and up and down. Picture going about 100 miles. Down the road can't miss now. Standing tall, ready, always on go. Taking me to pin town. P.O. said slow down, so I come away when I skip town. 16 was on underage, there's 12 jurors in a mistrial. They seen how I underpaid, said 2 wide, no 10 times. I need like a man, even if your eyes don't dare to me. Dressed down like I had a 6 with a shimmy, nigga, that's a powerful. Don't be worried about what's strong, dude. Do you and I'ma do I. So the boy got a paint job with a clip coat and some fall guy. The girlfriend even took a beat out with fresh meat, no big five. Give me win and Beyonce, put a ring on it in the lunch line. Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee and I'm shooting 3. Put sweat in it 2 degrees. So my water, I can barely breathe. Kelly Slater with the board flip. Push it up when the chords hit. Violins in the bass.
Listen. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Got him! Got him!
Bye, Felicia.
Y'all fancy.
It's the Usain Bolt. Don't like 2 finger signs so far. Can't be
Up out of here.
in his crunch time and fit it home like a wall.
Good night. See y'all next Tuesday. And we
Good
are
night.
peace.